As you can see, I'm in bed because I'm sick. I know I got a cold and I'm just trying to fight on through it. But I wanted to post anyway to share some really cool, good vibes with you. What I do when I'm sick is I make sure that I'm hydrated. So I have my trusty bottle of water. Yay! Hashtag Putty Dance Project. You guys definitely need to check that out. That's an amazing husband and wife duo. Score. I also keep myself, well, while I'm hydrated, I keep myself hydrated with like orange juice and lots of different fruit. I like to watch shows. Do you guys have like a favorite show that you watch when you're sick? Like a I feel sick, I feel so bad show. Mine is Different World. I can watch Different World all day long. I can watch it when I'm cleaning. I can watch it when I'm bored. I can watch it when I'm happy. I can watch it when I'm past the time. But when I'm sick, it just feels like home. And The Cosby Show. Oh, I love watching The Cosby Show. Something about Rudy and Theo and the Huxtables just make me feel like I'm sorry. It make me feel like I'm back home. I also like to keep up with my news, so I use my phone. And I don't do the daily news. I listen to Jimmy Fallon because he's freaking hilarious. And I watch Jane. Jane the Virgin. If you have not seen this show, oh my, it's amazing. This show is freaking awesome. If you're not on it, I'm telling you, you need to watch the show. Jane the Virgin. Such a good show. I mean, I love novelas. Those are like Spanish TV shows. But this was just really, really good. And every time I watch it, I'm like, oh, oh, oh. I mean, they get me every time. Like I get gagged every time. So that's what I like to do when I'm sick. I just sit back and I watch all the funny shows and the silly stuff. And do you remember, if you were smaller, did your mom or dad or uncle or aunt or brother ever read stories to you? Or your teacher in school? You guys would have like that mat time. I love reading when I'm sick. I love reading, period. But sometimes like it helps me forget that like my throat hurts and my tummy hurts and my back hurts and all that. So I was at Chipotle. Is that how you say it? I think you say Chipotle. I was at Chipotle, and they have these bags that have all these stories on them. So one of the stories I figured I would read to you. Would you like me to read you a story? Okay, so we can pretend that you're sick and I'm totally fine. Big pretend. And I'll read you a story to make you feel better. And I hope it does. Okay. It's called One Fine Day. A legend tells of a man who used to carry water every day to his village, using two large pitchers tied on either end with a piece of wood, which he placed across his shoulders. One of the pitchers was older than the other, and was full of small little cracks. Every time the man came back along the path to his house, half of the water was lost. For 2 years, the man made the same journey. The younger pitcher was already very proud of the way he did his work, and was sure it was up to the task for which it was created, while the other pitcher was mortally ashamed that it could only carry half of the water for its task, even though it knew that the cracks were there and they were a result of long years of work. So ashamed was the old pitcher that one day, while the man was preparing to fill it up with water from the well, it decided to speak to him. I wish to apologize because, due to my age, you only managed to take home half the water you fill me with, and thus quench only half the thirst awaiting you at your house. The man smiled and said, when we go back, be sure to take a careful look at the path. The pitcher did as the man asked, and noticed many flowers and plants growing alongside of the path. Do you see how much more beautiful nature is on your side of the road? The man remarked. I knew you had cracks, but I decided to take advantage of them. I sowed vegetables and flowers here and there, and you always watered them. I picked dozens of roses to decorate my house, and my children have lettuce, cabbage, and onions to eat. If you were not the way you are, I could never have done this. We all, at some point, grow old and acquire other qualities, and these can always be turned into a good advantage. The end. Wasn't that a good story? It kind of makes you feel good, man, for like all the little holes and cracks you have, because they water other people. So feel good about yourself, and that even though life may have beaten you up, it might make you nice and soft so that you can give someone a very big hug. And you saw my tutorial on hugs, so you got a couple. And you know what? Some things might beat you up and leave little cracks, but it just makes more room for the sun to shine through, and you can pass it on to lots more people. So make sure that you guys stay awesome and be epic. Remember that I love you. Remember to subscribe down at the bottom and like and share it with lots of people. Share the awesome people. I love you. And for Minnie John, Abdul Mwah, 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 mwah. Love you, lovers. Have a great day.